Right, in this example, we just want to simplify some expressions that involve exponents and the same bases. So let's look at our first example here. We have 625 cubed times 5 to the power of 4, and that is squared. So right away we can see there are a couple of things we can do to make this easier to work with. Well, looking at our 625 cubed, we know 625 is equal to 25 squared. So we can keep that and raise it to the cube. We also know that 5 to the power of 4 is the same thing as 25 squared, and we're going to keep the square. Now we have the same basis raised to exponents, also raised to exponents. So let's go ahead and multiply out our exponents since we're raising using the power rule. So we have 25 to the power of 6 times 25 to the power of 4. 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. So if we combine these, we have the same base. We can say 25 to the power of 10. Now we want this with the lowest base we can have. We know 25 is equal to 5 squared, and we'll keep that raised to the 10. Now we can just multiply our 10 by our 2, and our final answer will be 5 to the power of 20. Alright, let's look at this example. 2 over 7, all raised to the power of 3. This one's real easy. If you have a fraction that is raised to a power, you just distribute 3, and we have 2 cubed over 7 cubed. Final answer. Alright, in this one we have 3 over 5, all raised to the power of -4. So just like in our previous example, we're just going to distribute the exponent. So this comes out to 3 to the -4 over 5 to the -4. And we don't want negative exponents, so we know our negatives will switch. So our 3 is going to come to the bottom, our 5 is going to go to the top. So our final answer here will be 5 to the power of 4 over 3 to the power of 4. Alright, and in our last example, you can see we have fractions and different bases. So here we're going to have 7 raised to the power of 2, 2 raised to the power of 5, so we multiply 7 to the power of 10 times, same thing here, -3 times -2 is +6. And let's go ahead and bring this to the top. It has a negative exponent, so we're just going to move it up. So we're just going to say all that times 3 over 7 squared. So we can rewrite this since we have multiplication of everything. This is also going to be equal to 7 to the power of 10 times 3 to the power of 6 times 3 squared. And that's all over 7 squared. So, now that we have some of the same bases, let's go ahead and rewrite it again. 710 over 7 squared times 3 to the power of 6 times 3 to the power of 2. Now, since we're dividing, we can subtract my 10 minus my 2 here. So that just gives us 7 to the 10 minus 2 times, we have the same base here, 3, 6 plus 2. So my answer will now be 7 to the power of 8 times 3 to the power of 8. Now, notice we have the same exponents. Because of that, we can rewrite this one more time as 7 times 3 raised to the power of 8. And we know 7 times 3 comes out to 21 all raised to the power of 8. Final answer.